Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Board Masters with me, Chris Mullins. This is the first video I will be shooting in the new games room, so hopefully the lighting and the audio is a bit better, but it's all a bit of an experiment for me at the moment. But tonight, if you follow the channel, you'll be aware it should have been match 3 in Stace of Mind playthrough of Disney Villainous. I don't know why, but we seem to find it so incredibly difficult to schedule a playthrough together, even though we live in the same house. I don't know if it's because I spend my day off on Tuesdays grinding through Jaws of the Lion with Chris or something, that we seem to have remarkably little time together to actually get a game to the table. So I had to come up with something on the fly that I wanted to talk about tonight. And so I kind of wanted to go with the top 5 games in my collection that are on the wall of shame that I most want to get to the table. 3 out of the 5 have already been featured on the channel in terms of unboxings, but there are others in terms of like 7 Wonders and things that were in the top 10 classics that I didn't want to include again. And so let's dive into it. At number 5, a game that was featured on the channel ages ago with an unboxing is Pirates of Penryn by Sea Griffin Games. And again, I'll link to the unboxing down below. It's got arguably the most beautiful game component I have seen so far, in that it's got a beautiful cloth board, basically like made out of sail material. It's based around my hometown. It's got my hometown, the town I live now, the village where my son goes to school. It's a game that's very close to home, and just one that we haven't been able to get to the table yet. And the next game from Sea Griffin Games, Dice Splice, is due to arrive with me sometime next September, not next September, next month, September. And that's one I'm hoping to feature on the channel as well, but I would like to tick this one off before then. And number 2 is one that I completely forgot that I own, to be honest, and it's not really a board game as such, but the Final Fantasy trading card game. And you know, if you caught my top 10 video game list, you will know that Final Fantasy takes up all of the top 3 between Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, and the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And yeah, I completely forgot that I had any of these, but we've got the starter set for Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VII, and Final Fantasy XIII. And I have never played these. I think I've had these for about 4 or 5 years. I obviously love the artwork, love the theme, but I really need to get it to the table and see how it plays. I know it's been discontinued. I don't think they sell it at all anymore, but even so, I want to get it to the table at some point. At number 3, we have Calico. And this is another game where the next one is on the way. So Calico by Flat Out Games, and I had the email notification today that Cascadia, the next one by Flat Out Games, should be posted sometime next week. But this is one that we were waiting for a very long time, that we finally got hold of a month or so ago. I've been, again, trying to fix a time with Stace where we could film an unboxing, because we absolutely love the look of this game. The artwork looks gorgeous, the gameplay looks fun and cute, and we just need to get it to the table as soon as we can, because it looks wonderful. And again, I want to get it ticked off before Cascadia, but I don't see that happening really. At number 2, and again, we are now in the top 2 are games that have featured on the channel. So we have got Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon by Awakened Browns, which is one of the most mind-blowing unboxings I think I did. The quality absolutely blew me away with this, and I think because we went into Jaws of the Lion first, this is probably going to be the next campaign game that Chris and I try. We'll try and sneak a few other games in, sort of a few of the one-hitters before we move on to this. But I'm so excited for this game. I really, really want to play it. Obviously, for all you ACD people, you're going to trigger that I haven't got the lid on properly, so apologies for that. But I just need to get it to the table, but I don't know. There's always something that gets in the way. And the same applies to the next one. At number 1, another one by Awaken Realms, one that I had no interest in at all until it started to hit people's shelves, and that is Nemesis. Again, unboxed this last month, and I'll link to the unboxing down below. Another one where the component quality is just mind-blowingly gorgeous, and I just hear such wonderful things about it, and I really need to play this. And I think this one will be one of the first ones that Chris and I do once we finished Jaws of the Lion. Or there's another Chris, apparently all the people in Falmouth Penryn who like playing board games are called Chris, who will hopefully be joining me from the start of September, and it may be one of the games that I take off with him, who knows. And I know this is one that Stace was keen on, so it could well be one of the first 3-player games on the channel. But that is the video really. That is my top 5 of games on my shelf of shame. I mean, there are other ones like Star Wars Rebellion, Blood Rage, Horrified, but they've sort of featured in top 10 lists for me already, so I wanted to bring in some other options, and those were the 5. If there's anything you see behind me that you'd like to see features on the channel, then let me know. I definitely want to get Honey Buzz to the table at some point. We have played it. It's a wonderful game. It's beautiful. We absolutely adore it. I was planning it to be the next game that Stace and I played, potentially after Villainous, although, yeah, we were going to play around with that. It's either going to be Villainous, Calico, Honey Buzz, or Villainous, Honey Buzz, Calico. But Villainous is taking so long that God knows when we'll actually finish that. But we probably won't get through the expansions on that. But we should at least get match 3 to tick off the main set. But that is it for my top 5 Wall of Shame games. And that is it. So thank you very much for watching. Look after yourself, stay safe, and have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye now.